All right, sorry about that. Welcome back, everybody, to Pixels for People. I have Geo Plays Gaming here with us that is about to be doing Mega Man X2. Take it away, Geo.
Hello. So I'm pretty excited to be showcasing this run. It's probably one of my favorite speed runs. It's arguably one of the flashiest in the X trilogy. Um, it's pretty difficult, so I'm gonna hopefully be able to focus on displaying as much cool movement as possible. So I have my awesome commentators, Vash, Swag, Pete, and Satchmo that'll be uh, yeah, they're gonna be doing comms. Hopefully, I can show off some cool aspects of this game. So yeah,
You're gonna kill it. Geo is an absolute monster.
all
He
right,
really is a monster.
we'll go ahead and get started in three, two, one, go.
We're gonna be doing any percent today, which is gonna actually look more like 100% from some of the other X games. Doesn't lose a ton of time to go for the extra items, and you get the Shoryuken, which saves an insane amount of time late game.
It just makes refights at the end so much more consistent, having Shoryu, so
Absolutely, and this game really is flashy. There's a ton of cool movement with the burner and chain. Just a lot going on at all times.
it's also very technical. I would argue to say probably the hardest just baseline run to do as far as like movement and technicality at a high-end level. Also, we are entering the CFO fight, which if you've been around most of the X games, you've probably heard of it before, but I lovingly call it charge firing optimization, but it's basically where you charge up your buster during the airtime of the lemon that is shot from X. As far as this game goes, though, we opt for going for charged weapon first, and then immediately dive into getting the movement tech that is provided from weapons in this game, which will then be Sponge and Gator. Sponge. There's a couple points in this game that are really RNG heavy in the run, and they try to get him out of the way as soon as possible. Sponge is actually the first one. He gets really angry, and you lose, what is it, in the realm of like 10 seconds on that fight, if that happens?
Yeah, when he
it's around-
starts throwing his tantrum, it's like 10 seconds. But you can prevent it if he cooperates.
Yeah.
Right out the gate here, the stage has some weather. This stuff is scripted, but once we get to like the second half of the stage, it can lose some frames just depending on whether you get rain or sunshine lagging the game extremely.
Which he's actually getting a bad pattern right now. You don't want rain. Rain is arguably, I think it's almost, well, it depends which section you're at, but rain is just generally not good. But makes it through it pretty cleanly. We are actually about to the boss door now. You're going to get to see the joy that is Angry Sponge, probably, because he usually doesn't like to agree.
I
And
don't
what
like
you
my
can
health
do to
here.
You're chilling. What you want him to do is go up like that, but you want him to do it when he's at about half health, because if you finish him while he's in the air, he will not get angry. Oh, beautiful.
Oh, we got a good pattern.
You love to see it.
You really do. So that is a
Yeah.
great start for Sir Geo here.
Yeah, the RNG is really mostly condensed in this game to Sponge and Centipede, but they can gate you hard. There's a little other RNG points like Moth Stage, just depending on how much it lags or if the robots decide to jump. But for the most part, aside from those points, this game is
Knew it was gonna screw that up.
not very random.
It's pretty much execution based, which Geo for the most part excels at. Would like to note too, he just switched to console. He was using emulator for a very long period of time. He's
Years.
been on console for 2 months ish now, like
Yeah.
ballpark, and he is already within what 5 seconds roughly of world record.
absolutely insane.
So, yeah, dude is a monster. But
Speaking of
here you're-
execution, this stage is probably one of the hardest in the run. Say, Gio?
Yeah, one of the reasons why we go Sponge first, and it's kind of convenient that, like, Sponge is first because of the RNG, but we also get Chain, which is arguably the most important movement tech in the whole run. It's died there.
Not even close.
But yeah, that's why we opt for Gator and Stag first, is they actually provide faster movement throughout the game with their weapons. As you see, he's very heavily abusing the strike chain in this. There's also going to be an instance right here of neons. That is kind of a pseudo neon. It's the easier variant, but it's used to get up that a little bit faster in the elevator there.
He's going to be going for a real flashy triple chain here, heading to the Gator boss fight.
This is actually fairly tight, but
Easy
Beautiful.
time.
and
Now,
we get the
Gator,
joy. Go
this
ahead.
this is probably one of the harder Maverick fights in an X game. You can perfectly chain him, but it's a 5-frame window to prevent him from going back into the water.
Yeah,
And he missed the 5-frame window.
it's
It is
fine.
very tight, and your positioning matters a lot.
Man, I'm screwing this up big time, man. He's giving me a bad pattern, too. How did he have more health still? Okay. That sucks.
Don't forget, Gio, that you have very low 33 with like a 2 or 3 cycle Gator, so it's fine.
You're good, buddy.
It is very difficult to nail that.
For reference, the game runs at 60 frames per second, so 5 frames is, what is that, 1/12 of a second?
Not much. And you have the travel time of the chain too you gotta work with, so it's really helpful to get right up inside of him as close as you can.
Yeah. And so at this point in time, I think they're called, what, the robot ministers? Is that what the 3 are?
I think they're the counter numbers.
Oh, count hunters. Is that what it is? Anyway. So they are introduced and they're distributed through the stage. We are not going to be going for them. That is the difference between the 80% route and the 100% route. But from this point forward, we are going to stack, like I said, for the burner. This move is very, very vertical, or this stage move. Words hard.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
lot of climbing.
Another
And a lot of climbing while charging, so it can be real tough on the hands.
Yeah. There's also a lot of lag in this stage due to shaking from the stage. Anytime you step on these pillars right here, it starts shaking basically due to the volcano erupting. So, as you notice right now, he's moving, it seems like a little slower than usual. That's what's causing that. This climb right here is absolutely brutal.
It is one of the most visually pleasing, I think, climbs in an X game. It looks so sick. Yeah, this game has a lot of lag. Capcom really was just shoving everything they could into it, I guess, because it really struggles sometimes.
And he's going to be going for a fight here called Stag Wheel. What it is basically the way the fight pans out is at the end you're going to be left with 1 health. And what you can do is basically to shorten the fight and make it a little faster, you can actually get a CFO in by using the Stag Wheel Gator move. I forgot what it's called. We just call it Wheel. But, and it will actually hit Gator for that 1 health discrepancy, and you can get an extra shot in there to kill him just a little bit faster. Also a very visually pleasing fight, in my opinion.
Absolutely. One thing that's really cool about X2 is a majority of the bosses have these really tight, almost quick kill setups. They're all over really fast.
Unless
Hopefully.
they're a team like this guy.
Yeah, this is Centipede, the second run killer of a boss. The stage is actually I love every single stage in this game, to be honest. It's just really cool.
You're also going to get to see a lot of the movement abilities from the weapons here. Burner is abused actually to the point where it is you actually have to manage where you decide to use your burners because you run out of burner energy.
Yeah, you use your entire stock here. Now he's going to be going for a quick kill on this wireframe sword. You just want to release the chain at a particular point of your jump near the sword because it'll start taking damage every frame.
Oh no.
He almost got it. So if he did not go for that quick kill, that sword takes like 30 hits to die from the chain. It is a huge time save to even get most of the quick kill and then kill it in one hit after. That thing has a lot of health.
Yeah.
Now this guy has pretty short iframes compared to most enemies and bosses, so you really just get to pump them down.
There's going to be a fun little block zip here too that is a little scary.
Yeah, that can absolutely kill you. Not Geo.
I'll let Fashi take this one away because there's a glitch in this fight that causes this fight to be a lot easier, but it's very RNG based.
Yeah, so right here, we want him to use his tail spin move. He has not done it yet. He can do it the first time, or he can make you wait. There it is. Geo's going to slide on the wall at a particular point, which makes the tail segments fail to lock onto him, which pretty much stun locks him in this goofy position. It is a little risky for him to be sliding down the wall, but it allows you to release both of your charge shots much quicker. That overall was not the worst Centipede at all. Love to see it. He can do the tail spin first, or he can do it his 9th move. You never know.
One thing I'd like to add is just in this stage and snail stage, you're gonna see me kind of like release my shot like right as I'm going through the door. There's a glitch you can do where if you release it right as you're going through your shot, right as you're going through the door, you're actually able to like store your second charge shot and switch to any other weapon and still have it stored. So I'm going to be using chain during the boss corridors when I can.
Good call out to that. I forgot to mention that.
Yeah, me too.
There is one section, or one neat little glitch that happens up here. When he reaches the mini boss up ahead, there you can use burner on the ground, and it will actually cause the game to register that you aren't triggering the mini boss right there.
They just straight skip it.
Yep, you just skip it, so you don't even have to deal with it.
I love this section right here. Beautiful chain usage and shots into a burner that kills both turrets. It's just sick.
And the instant capsule open. Very nice, sir.
Huge.
Very nice.
Very nice.
You love to see it. And now Snail is a really cool fight. One thing to note, in the Snail fight, he's going to release a charge mine. He is controlling that with the D-pad. It's up and down movement. Is when we get there.
Again, you see the neon state that he was referencing earlier about him going through, so he can buffer a shot here while holding the charge. I'm just going to let this one play out, though. It's a really cool fight to watch.
And you need to kick that shell at a specific timing of his jump, or else he will go back into it. You won't be able to follow him like that with the mine.
That was actually a really good stage.
Beautiful.
I don't think anything went wrong now that I think about it.
No, that was a really clean stage. You did great. I wish there was a lot I could talk about in this stage. There's not a lot going on here. you basically are going to turn into Biker X, and there's some pretty cool movement you get to see early on with the, again, showcasing just how strong the burner and the chain is in this run, but other than that, it's just zooming through the stage on a bike.
And not crashing.
Okay. Oops. Okay. That's honestly the hardest part of the stage.
Also, again, showcasing the lag in the game.
Yeah, you're actually going to be shooting here to generate enough lag to get you up there. It's kind of janky, that part. And a very scary turn, fantastic. You hate to lose a good run to touching spike.
And we are actually almost to the boss already. Geo is going to be going for it's kind of a variant of the task fight. There's an easier setup that is done by most. I think only Tokyo and Geo are the ones that go for this fight. But it was originally created by Giaco, right?
Yeah.
And it basically, you opt to go on the right side of him and just start the hits right away. Otherwise, you have to wait for him to start going left to start your hits. And it's just a little bit slower going for the other way. I'll just let it play out. It's pretty cool. It's a little tight.
Yeah, the main time save here comes from the double hits. Look, he's going to shoot a buster shot, and then immediately after a crystal shot.
Thought I could hit him without holding up there.
You thought wrong.
Yeah.
Still a really good fight, though.
Yeah.
It's alright, yeah.
Like, if you're not going for double hits at all, that fight takes significantly longer.
Then next we're heading into Crab Stage. I don't think there's anything too crazy in this stage. It's just really technical. A lot of fun.
Yeah,
to watch.
you get a cool couple slope jumps, a little callback to the X1 run in Penguin. These are underwater, so you really fly upwards. The slope jump is if you are walking backwards on like a ramp or a slope, you jump as you're walking back on it, you get a lot more height.
Where's the callback to the Penguin stage?
Slope jumps right here,
Oh, I see what you mean.
and another one, yeah.
I mean, that one wasn't a slope jump. I could just reach it there, but there's a slope jump up here so that we don't have to use Crab's weapon to revisit.
Yeah, there it is.
Stupid
And
jellyfish.
just like that, he's pretty much through the stage. There's one little section here he's got to go through, and he's there.
Another
The boss.
very cool vertical section.
Yeah. Also very tricky right here, if you've never done it before.
Yeah, those crystal shots, you gotta be real careful not to break the first one, because then you won't be able to shoot the next crystal until that's all off screen. Which makes it so you can't jump off the second one.
He's going for what we call a gameo pattern here. Well, one of the gameo patterns. Gameo fight is what I should call it. But it's essentially a quick kill created by a guy that is referenced as gameo. But he figured out the fastest kill for all three patterns and how to set it up so that you can get it consistently and just get a quick kill every time.
Yeah, and it's weird because you see he released the full charge wheel, and he got hit by the projectile of it, but then when he jumps up, there's still like an invisible wheel there that he hits.
Yeah, the hitbox hasn't quite despawned, and you get a second hit from the charge. It's very nice.
It's that jank that
Very
you like to
nice.
see.
Yeah, very nice. Now, this is
Very.
what he was referencing as far as RNG, this stage. There's a lot of lag that just happens everywhere. You'll see him slow down quite frequently in a lot of spots that you just can't control it.
The boss fight, the game is literally running at like 50% speed. It always blows my mind that Capcom just like, yeah, this is fine. Game's working well.
Working as intended.
Yep. Secret capsule.
Last piece of armor, so now we've got all the armor pieces. And we can get Shoryu.
Yeah,
That,
this
and you have
is
to collect all the heart and sub tanks too.
yeah, this is the only of the 3X games in the SNES trilogy where you don't have to do any revisits if you're collecting all the items. Just pretty cool.
Very clean.
Also, probably the most useless upgrade in this game too.
Giga Crush, what?
Yeah, it doesn't function for pretty much anything hardly. I don't know why it's in here even.
Most useless weapon of all time. Oh, jump. Yeah, there the robot can jump after his death, and it's just, you know, you sit there for an extra second for no reason. Right here, I'm pretty sure the lag is a bit variable. I love
That's
that
not
burner
too
into
bad.
those 2 buster shots.
It always
It
does
was
look
really nice. And I would say this next hallway after this robot is one of the
Double.
hardest parts of the game to get completely right. This hallway is madness.
I never get that.
Boom. Look at that. Easy every time.
Listen,
Again, Geo's a monster. That is way harder than it looks like.
Yes, that hallway is... It is nuts. For Jep easy every time. Here's another little CFO situation.
was close.
Also, again, just crazy amounts of lag.
$20.47. That's actually really good for missing Gator
Dude.
one cycle.
Yeah, a 3-cycle gator.
Because I think I lost like maybe like 16 seconds to Gator, so this is actually really good.
Now we are moving into one of the nastiest end games in a Mega Man game.
The counter under stages.
Yes. The first one, not awful. But from there, it gets pretty scary and extremely difficult. CH1 is extremely difficult, but it's not the worst.
The movement in these stages going forward is absolutely brutal, by the way. It's
Yeah.
there's
Triple
a spike
chain.
pit below him there that you can't see, that if he fails that, he has a very... It's very easy for him to die there.
Yeah, you gotta hope you can bonk an enemy for some iframes. That don't always happen.
Nope.
It is lagging.
I guess we'll have to just go to the stream, buddy.
Okay, yeah, we're
It's-
back.
It's still going on the stream. It's lagging
So-
for us here in Discord.
There's a bit of RNG on this boss Violin. If he decides to raise the roof, sticking his arms up, it's, you know, he doesn't take damage for some reason, so...
One of the very few times you don't want somebody to raise the roof.
Yeah. Don't be dumb, Violin, please. Let us pump you down, you know it's happening anyway. Good.
Hey, it was nice.
Good boy.
Wasn't terrible.
Just a
I don't
really
think.
dumb way to lose time.
This is like the most underrated piece of RNG in the run, honestly. You can lose so much time to this guy.
Yeah, what's like the upper threshold of what you think you can lose?
I mean,
Is
I
it like-
lost over my gold. I think a run that I had last night, I lost like 5 seconds or something to my gold. It's
Oh,
Didn't
dumb.
he raise the roof like 2 or 3 times in that run, and it was just disgusting.
oh, I don't remember. All I remember was it was really laggy. There's like you can either raise the roof or just be super laggy. Like sometimes like the fight just won't be laggy. So I don't know. That fight is so weird.
Now,
So
here
rich.
there is going to be a very large skip. Elevator skip. I'm going to actually try it. Beautiful. That's extremely tight to get. If you don't do it in that particular way, you're going to be sitting there waiting for that elevator for like 10, 15 seconds. Feels like eons.
In the
Yeah.
speedrun, it really is eons.
It really
No.
feels like
Not the neon version
Risk.
of it, but
Yeah, it's fine. This fight is really tricky. So this was actually created by Neuro. What it does is, he missed the first one. It's a really tight positional setup,
Yes.
but essentially what it does is you release the shot and you get 2 charge shot hits off with 1 charge shot. So you saw him get a couple of them there, but he missed the first one.
Yeah,
So
if you
pretty
get the
tight.
full Nero fight, it's literally like the same string of inputs every time. It's a very precise fight to do that way.
Also, a lot of time saved doing it too. Like, it's at this point in time in the speedrun, I'm pretty sure it's just about mandatory to get it. If you even want to try and go for record, I mean.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There's some RNG here at the beginning.
Yes.
Whether or not these guys jump is going to determine whether or not he can burn her. I also just want to put it out there, this is one of my favorite stages. This looks very cool. Here we are going to see some neons. So there is a glitch where if you are in the air and dashing, you can release your charge shot.
Oh,
Ooh, that is scary. You can release your charge shot, and then if on the next frame you press jump, the game registers X is grounded, and you can get a double jump. You can do another one by dashing again in the air and pressing shot and jump on the same frame.
It does the same thing, because every time you shoot, the game registers that it's a ground frame, even if you're in the air, when you're using the neon shots.
Holy.
Cleanly done by Gia.
They are frame perfect jumps. Yeah, that was beautiful.
Oh.
And there's, oh my goodness.
He gave
There
you
is a
edge
small
pattern.
chance where if he, what is it, he moves left, you could miss and die.
It's like if he moves all the way right or something. Or, I don't know. It's a very rare pattern. That was a bad pattern.
Yeah, it's super rare, but you can just die there.
It's very rare.
Very rarely. We're talking like I don't know. I don't think I've ever actually seen it happen in the runs that I've watched, and I've watched quite a few runs, so
I think I've seen it happen.
Oh, if I...
Like Caleb. But yeah.
Here is one of the true nightmare points of the run, the Shoryu rush. Every single one of these fights, relatively tight Shoryu setups. Pulling the bandage off quick with the gator.
so
Gonna
you just
add-
use. Oh, good.
I was gonna say he's gonna use the same strat as the
I can't
one
hear
cycle
my
for
visual
4
cue.
hits.
I need to hear my visual cue, man. Or not hear my. I need to hear my audio cue, dude. I can't hear it.
Go.
It.
Well, it's fine. You just hit him 3 or 4 times with the chain to get him up against the wall and position yourself right, and then Shoryu. Luckily, he didn't stay down there for too long. He can really hang out in the oil for like a long time.
Yeah. And now Stag Shoryu. This one's fairly easy to get, pretty consistent. It's not too bad compared to some of them.
Yeah, this one's...
Yeah, there's just gonna be a lot of just Shoryus here, so this is a great time for any donations.
Alright. Well, here's Crab Shoryu. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
I just wanted to say we don't have any donations right now, so I can't read any off, but I just want to mention we are raising money for Child's Play. And we do have 2 incentives that are coming up. We have the Mega Man 10 Character Bid War, which currently has Mega Man at $50 and base at $110, and the Super Metroid Save or Kill the Animals, which is at $540 for save and $30 for return.
Only pattern we don't want here is for him to spin. I'm fine with anything else.
He heard you.
Yeah, I've been getting really unlucky with this guy lately. He's been opening spin. That loses 2 seconds.
Yeah, there's just nothing you can do when that happens.
Just gotta wait. And it's kind of sketchy too, because you gotta dash underneath it. It's not that tough to get, but I mean, you can get hit there. And in case you didn't know, you have to be at full health in order to shore you in this game.
This one's an easy peasy. Couple of shoryus, nothing crazy. This is a little cue he uses here, and now he's just showing off.
Ooh.
Oh no!
He's out of position, man. I don't know what happened.
Probably because
Nothing
you're
happened.
showing off.
This is true. I don't know. My cue's like different. Is like different if I do that. I don't know why, but it's fine. At least I
No
don't
meltdown,
throw.
we're chilling.
I wonder if it's because you scrolled the screen up with the.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Another
That
free
one's a
one.
little tight there. You have to jump a certain height and hold it in order to manipulate your subpixels so that you get all four. Because you have to. The way that the Shoryu works is you deal so much damage per frame that you're in his hitbox, and if you're not within that long enough while you're doing the Shoryu, you won't deal enough damage. So you have to actually manipulate subpixels in that one to stay in long enough.
Oh, I swapped. This has been a terrible
back up.
rush.
We'll still call that icy hot. That was icy, comma, hot.
Great value, Icy Hot.
Yeah. Yeah, an X1, the Hadouken kills everything like in one frame. Like it's just a one-hit kill. Shoryu's a pain. Real finicky.
I forgot the exact amount. I want to say it's like, what, 8? Or
It's
12?
goofy.
No, it's
Goofy.
more. It's not, it takes 4 frames, so whatever. Anyway, yeah.
Nice. And now Snail is a bit of a toxic Shoryu. There is a subpixel manip you can do. Make it so you consistently get him right off the bat, but he can go into his shell. You don't want that.
Oh, I pressed. It was like a frame early. I was surprised.
No fade out.
Yeah, with the pattern I just did, if you buffer a lemon, it's the same reason why we do it in the opening fight. He has no chance of going into his shell. It loses like a second in the rush, but it's when you're that late into the run, it's like you really want some sort of security. Especially
Yeah,
since
it
it's a
nullifies the
long one.
RNG of the fight, basically. Now we're going into the Sigma fights.
Yeah, we were back in Moth stage, but with some new friends. Right off the
Centipede.
rip. Yeah, Centipede. Oops. This is scary,
We're back in Moth.
but it looks like we're here for a perfect throw fist a little far back, but Zero's gonna get cooked by 2 Shoryus here.
Again,
Hopefully,
you can't
man.
kill him with one because the Shoryu doesn't stay in his hitbox, which is his head, by the way.
And him
It's-
dashing at you like that is literally never not scary. Like, there's a lot of pressure right there, because if you take that hit, the fight's going on, and it's really bad.
I've seen a lot of runs go there. Actually, I've seen Mr. Swagpeed here rage a few times to that fight.
Yeah, dude, it is not a good way to lose the run. And here, Wolverine Sigma, he can do a couple different things, and it really changes how you shore you. So ideally, you want him dashing over to you. If he does lightning, that is the worst.
You know,
But he
stays
does.
right. That's the second worst. Oh, we got a good pattern.
He's behaving. Oh,
Oh.
and I just got to get the second. Woo. Oh, Okay.
Okay.
Nice
Face.
recovery, buddy.
face, face.
It's all good. My shorties
now
have
we
been a
just
bit
have-
off.
You're good, buddy.
No
Still
full
is.
meltdowns, dude.
All
Yeah,
right.
you're doing great.
Time's on the last hit of Virus, so hopefully you can kill him in one shorty, so I'm gonna hope I can get it here.
You do a little manipulation so when his head goes up, you fall
Nice.
to get all the hits.
33-14 marathon, bro.
Nice.
That's crazy.
Monster Geo here.
Gator is my
really-
mortal enemy this run. I think I lost like 25 seconds or something to Gator. Otherwise,
You-
great run.
Yeah, you could have actually marathon 32, dude. That's crazy. How many 32s are there? I mean, there's like a chunk, but it's not a ton.
I don't know. I think if I got both Gator fights off, it would have been a 32-4x. But like this is, 33-14's pretty good time.
Incredible.
Yeah, it's an incredible time. That's like what, 40 seconds off of world record ish?
Yeah.
Yeah, 40 seconds.
Yay.
Yeah, top 15 time ever. Charles got it. That is no small feat.
Yeah, being within 40 seconds of world record in a marathon setting is extremely impressive. I just wanted to ask you, Gio, is there anybody you'd like to give shout-outs to, or your community that you'd like to give shout-out to?
I mean, I guess shout-outs to all my friends in the Grand Fleet, because they've been helping me encourage me pushing X2 down, because I really like this game, and having a supportive group of friends helping me push the time down has been incredible. So, shout outs to them.
Record soon.
For the record, we all appreciate you too, Gio.
I thank you.
Absolutely.
Right then. Well, if that is everything, thank you again, Gio, for your Mega Man X2 speedrun. We are going to be going to intermission here for just a moment as we get ready for our next run, which is going to be